Here's everything you missed in pop culture this past week. Will Taylor Swift buy back her masters for her first 6 albums? Well, after Scooter Braun bought the master recordings for $300 million back in 2019 and forced Taylor to re-record them all as Taylor's versions, he then sold them to an investment firm known as Shamrock Capital for a profit. But now, Shamrock Capital is interested in selling them back to Taylor and are being encouraged to do so by Scooter Braun himself. The company is looking to sell them back to Taylor for anywhere from $600 million to $1 billion, which is way more than Scooter bought them for. However, we have heard nothing from Taylor or her team, and she's pretty much done with all the re-records. She only has 2 left, so we don't really know what's gonna happen here, but I feel like Taylor having ownership of her own masters would be better than letting another company take ownership. Kim Kardashian's Paris robbery trial has finally come to an end, with the ringleader and 7 other members of the Grandpa Robbers, because they're old, were found guilty of the kidnapping and armed robbery of Kim and so many other charges. They were all sentenced to prison, however, they will all walk free due to time already served. Oh, and Kris Jenner debuted her new face. More iconic castings have been announced for The Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping, with Elle Fanning set to star as Effie Trinket. And it was also announced that Kieran Culkin is set to star as Caesar Flickerman. These are actually 2 castings that fans have been begging for, and it seems like the casting directors are listening. Alex Earle is headed to the ballroom, as it has been announced that she has joined the cast of the upcoming season of Dancing with the Stars. First Robert Irwin and now Alex Earle, this season is for the girls and the gays. Before I continue, if you like these pop culture recaps, make sure to follow me for more. Will we be getting Reputation Taylor's version sooner than we think? Well, fans noticed that Taylor Swift premiered Look What You Made Me Do Taylor's version in this scene from the final season of The Handmaid's Tale. This comes after a ton of speculation and clowning that Taylor might announce Reputation Taylor's version at the AMAs this year, but nothing has been confirmed and Taylor has said nothing yet. If you love The Devil Wears Prada, I am so excited to let you know that it is getting a sequel. It was announced that The Devil Wears Prada 2 will release in theaters on May 1st, 2026. No castings have been confirmed yet, but based on potential plot lines, Meryl Streep, Emily Blunt, and possibly Stanley Tucci may be reprising their roles in the sequel, but nothing on Anne Hathaway yet. Will Dolores Catania of The Real Housewives of New Jersey be joining the cast of The Real Housewives of Rhode Island? A few weeks ago, Bravo announced the new Rhode Island franchise and even teased that a veteran Jersey housewife may be joining the cast, with fans already speculating that it would be Dolores, with reports stating that Dolores is moving to Rhode Island for some time, but Andy said this whole thing is overstated. Some reports say that she might just be friends of the housewives because she'll be there. During an interview, Charlie XCX was asked if she feels pressure to follow up Brat with her next album, and here's what she had to say.
I don't really feel the pressure to create another record like Brat. I was really doing it for myself. I had no clue that people would kind of connect to it in the way that they did. So yeah, I don't really feel the pressure because I feel like you can never really do the same thing twice. So my next record will probably be a flop, which I'm down for.
Chris Brown has been granted bail on the conditions that he pays an immediate fee of £4 million, with an extra £1 million to be paid within 7 days. On top of this, he's only allowed to use his passport for touring purposes and is set to be back in court on June 20th. And lastly, Dune Messiah and Avengers Doomsday will both release in theaters on the same day, December 18th, 2026, after Marvel announced the delayed release of their 2 Avengers movies, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. Sounds like another Barbenheimer moment to me.